Hi everyone, good morning. Jamie Binkle here. How many of you had dreams this morning? How many of you remember your dreams this morning? I'm on day 3 of my 30-day Facebook Live. So thank you so much for watching, and please, like my page, share my video. Go ahead and share it with people that you know that are really into dreams or have dreams that need to be interpreted, because I have a closed group where a community of us can interpret them. I have to say, I've had so many people say, Jamie, I'm totally watching your lives. And I'm like, really? It doesn't look like anybody's watching them, but, and I've had a lot of people contact me with dreams. I've had a lot of people want to connect me with other people just in 3 days. So I am super, I'm excited. I think it's doing something. I think this is the time. And I'm actually on my computer right now. I've had like the wonkiest internet for 3 days. It's crazy. So, but I'm going to share this onto my personal page because that's where most people are at right now. I met my daughter in a dream. So this is a little marketing tip here for you. Doing a little marketing. I had mentioned that a lot of what I'm doing is kind of 2 parts. One, I want to talk about dreams. I feel like God is leading me to do that, but also I feel like, I do marketing for a living. I have a company. It's called socialmetron.com and, or Social Metron, but I just gave you the email or my website that I'm still working on, but I am testing a lot of my strategies and theories on myself. So, that's why, it's another reason for why I'm doing this. But the topic today is I met my daughter in a dream before I actually met my husband, which is crazy. And I didn't even know it until recently. I was going through my dream journals, and I don't know about you, but I have tons and tons of dream journals. And I've really only started keeping track of my dreams within the last 10 years, I'd say. And so I have journals just full of dreams. And it's funny because I was going through them, and about 10 years ago, one of the dreams that I wrote down was that I had this little girl, and she was blonde hair, blue-eyed, and she was a little toddler, and I picked her up and I loved her like a mother would love her. And at the time, I wasn't married. I didn't even know my husband, and I probably was carrying some lie that I'll never be a mom because I'm old or something, at 30. So I wrote the dream down, and that was kind of it. I just thought like, oh, what does this mean? Never to really look back at it again. And then fast forward like a couple weeks ago, I'm reading all my journals, which is crazy. I got a lot of revelation. If you don't write your dreams down, you totally should, because when you go back, you'll go, oh my gosh, look at all these things that have happened, or like, now I know what this dream means. So anyway, I'm reading that and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a little girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. And I dreamt about her 10 years ago. And I just look at that as like really heartwarming to me that God would show me that. At the time, I didn't really recognize it, but now looking back, I go, oh my gosh, I had a dream about her. Right now, her hair's gotten a lot darker, but, a year ago or so, her hair was blonde. But, another crazy part of the story this isn't necessarily a dream, but I'm just going to keep going because this is just the part of the story of how we had our daughter. But now, flash forward 5 years later, I'm now planning to, let's see, was it 5 years later? No, fast forward maybe like a year later, I'd met Nathan, and I'm praying at the International House of Prayer in Kansas City, and I'm like, is this guy for me? Like, should I marry him? And I'm with one of my friends, and he's very prophetic, and he said, I see you in 5 years with a little girl. And I thought, 5 years? you know how old I'll be in 5 years? I don't want to have a kid in 5 years. And then I'm thinking, well, who am I at? Is it going to be with Nathan? Like, I would have rather had a word about, like, should I marry this guy? Should I not? But instead I got a word about, I see you with a little girl in 5 years, 2014, a little girl in 2014. And I thought, well, we'll just put that on the shelf because, you know, I don't want to have kids that late. But also I'm not married, and I'm here praying about, should I get married to this guy? And, which you guys know, I did marry him. And you know, years go by, and I'm thinking, where is this child at? And pretty soon, 2014 is it's 2014. And I'm like, where, you know, it takes 9 months to birth a baby. Where is this child? And this is where I get serious. I'm like, Lord, you said, I have this prophetic word. You said a child in 2014. And I would pray it. I would declare it. I would say, I'm having a baby this year. And you know what? We didn't have a baby that year, but we got pregnant that year, and we had a baby in January of 2015. So I was just kind of reflecting all this in the last couple weeks after I saw that in my dream journal. I literally freaked out. I was like, Nathan, I dreamt about Eden before I even had her. You know, it just was crazy to me. Now, there's also some other things I noticed in my dream journal that I think I'm going to share in another Facebook Live, which is just about when the patterns of dreams that you have. Like, there were certain patterns I recognized in certain seasons, and I thought, wow, I don't even know that these dreams were prophetic. They were very soulish, and they were issues that I was struggling with, and I just kept dreaming about it in a different scenario over. Of course, finally, looking back on it, and seeing where I'm at now, I know that I've gotten some healing from that. But, you know, I just think I love talking about dreams because I just feel like it's just like this little kiss from heaven. You know, it's like the God of the universe can talk to me, and during the day when I feel like he's nowhere near and he's not talking at all, when I go to sleep at night, it's an adventure because I don't know what kind of dream I'm going to have. And that's exciting because sometimes it's revealing about what's going on in your life, and sometimes it's just something about the future, or it's something that you need. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to go another 26 days talking about dreams, sharing dreams, just kind of sharing how they play out in our life and how we kind of listen to them. If you haven't listened to my other 2 Facebook Lives, one is just basically about, the last one I did yesterday was about how God is speaking to you, is speaking to everybody, how what was the other part? Oh, that even if you say you're not dreaming, you really are. You just don't remember. Oh, hey, Kay or Bing, I don't know which one of you that is, but hi. Oh, Kay, I just shared something about, you're going to have to watch the whole video. Oh, no, I didn't share. You're going to have to watch the whole video. But there's another story about my mother-in-law. She had a vision before we even knew that Eden was a girl. She had a vision that she was blonde hair, blue eyes, and chubby cheeks, I think. And I just remember thinking, where are we going to get a blonde hair, blue-eyed baby? We have brown hair, which this is fake. And I have green eyes. Nathan has brown eyes. And, but here she is. So along the way, I had a dream. I had a word from a friend. I had a vision from my mother-in-law. And in the midst of all that, then we had a baby. So talk about really cool process of just a really cool story about your child. So anyway, again, I have a closed Facebook group if you want to be a part of it. If you have dreams that you want interpreted, I can't interpret all of them. In fact, I would tell people I don't really interpret dreams. It sounds crazy, right? I'm talking about a page with dream interpretation, but I hear from God that way, and I talk to him about how to interpret my dreams. And so what I would say to anybody else is I can help you hear from God that way. I can help you kind of figure out what the dream means and what God is saying to you, but maybe not necessarily interpret it. Sometimes I can. And I know some people who can do it like really easily. So if you're one of those people or you have a dream, I would love it if you'd want to come and like my page, and then also just join my group. And even if you don't have a dream or you're just kind of curious, you can just kind of watch the page. That's just where we're going to talk about dream interpretation. So also, you could visit my website. It's closeyoureyesdream.com. And I've got lots of stuff. I mean, I have like hundreds of things I've written about dreams. I haven't written in a while. Hopefully, I'm hoping this week that I'll get something up there and I'll start to make it a little more consistent. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, 7 o'clock. We'll be talking about dreams. I'm not sure what I'll be sharing. Actually, I have so much. It's not really trying to figure out, oh my gosh, what am I going to talk about? It's trying to figure out what makes sense. What is the pattern here? Should I talk about this? Should I talk about that? So anyways, see you all tomorrow, and thanks for watching.